And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Takes a three. It's hauled in by Trent.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here. To start.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Celtics trail by 18. Outside, Horford. Pass to Pritchard. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Craig. Boston, no good that time either. To the inside. Porter.
Kevin Porter Jr.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Rollins.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And so it's Milwaukee closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead.
5.
And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Back to Brown. On the wing, Holiday. Off target from three-point range.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
So Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to, just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
Rollins.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Tatum no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Giannis no good. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Milwaukee.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Fans will get a seat there.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Lopez with the ball.
Foul.
Out guarded by Tatum.
Tatum.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Trent outside. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Cornette. And And here is Tatum. Puts up a deep three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Tatum. Kept alive by Boston. Fournette. To end the run. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Prince in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Here's Holiday. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Back to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Not just hanging out there on the perimeter, Lopez attacking the rim.
Pass to Brown. It's White on the wing. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Kuzma can't get it to go. And Boston has possession. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
And so it's Milwaukee having no problem.
Score 17.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Tatum. Ran for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. He missed the playoffs in his first and his third year. And then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Brown with it, picked up by Kuzma. Boston, no good that time either.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Assist
and kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Second chance shot. Porzingis hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a 3-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 6.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop down low at 7-3. Porzingis over the top. not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength.
The assist.
A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Drills it from outside.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm. He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo? And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between, plays the 4 or the small forward, and that's impressive versatility from this young player.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Horford. The shot from the low post is good.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
To the middle. Nice shot by Portis. And it's 6 points for Bobby Portis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Hauser misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. Here's White. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. White's got 8 points.
Really as good as any passing big that we have in the NBA. Horford is a guy who can run an offense as a big.
Count that one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis right side. The buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we've got... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Lillard. That shot, no good. Here's Pritchard. Down low. And it's denied. Right side, Portis. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, it feels like Portis was communicating before he even set that one up. That's a great look.
And the Bucks with possession here. Pass to Sims. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Cornette.